That's fee check thing?
Russ, don't you smile so that I can see that smile.
Will the Senate please come to order? In lieu of devotionals, I would ask that we take a moment of silence, please. Thank you. Are there any announcements? Seeing none. We have 3 appointments for which we have received from the governor and which are now being referred to the committees having jurisdiction. These appointments will appear in today's journal, which you will receive tomorrow. Senate bills for introduction. S18, an act relating to licensure of freestanding birth centers, introduced by Senator Gulick and others. Please listen to the first reading of the bill.
S18, an act relating to licensure of freestanding birth centers.
Having heard the first reading of the bill, it is referred to Health and Welfare. S19, an act relating to expanding the scope of hate-motivated crimes. Please listen to the first reading of the bill.
S19, an act relating to expanding the scope of hate-motivated crimes.
The bill is referred to Judiciary. S20, an act relating to increasing the monetary threshold for certificates of need, introduced by Senator Gulick and others. Please listen to the first reading of the bill.
S20, an act relating to increasing the monetary thresholds for certificates of need.
Now that the bill has been read for a first time, it is referred to the Committee on Health and Welfare. S21, an act related to cell phone-free schools, introduced by Senator Williams and others. Please listen to the first reading of the bill.
S21, an act relating to cell phone-free schools.
Now the bill's been read for the first time and is referred to the Committee on Education. An act relating to prohibiting discharge of firearms within 500 feet of a child care facility or school, introduced by Senator Perchlik. Please listen to the first reading of the bill.
S22, an act relating to prohibiting discharge of firearms within 500 feet of a child care facility or school.
The bill has been read for the first time and is referred to the Committee on Judiciary. S23, an act related to the use of synthetic media in elections, introduced by Senator Hardy and others. Please listen to the first reading of the bill.
S23, an act relating to use of synthetic media in elections.
The bill has been read for the first time and is referred to the Committee on Government Operations. There are no orders of the day. Are there any announcements? Senator from Chittenden.
Thank you, Mr. President. Pending announcements, I would move that the Senate stand in adjournment until 1 p.m. Thursday, January 23rd. And if I might lead off.
Please.
Announcements. Senators no doubt know that later today we'll have a joint House-Senate briefing from the governor's education finance reform team. That will be in the House chamber at 3:45. So we will not come here and formally gavel in recess and troop over as we often do. Just show up in the House chamber a few minutes before 3:45. They will, I believe, be seating us around a central table so that we can all, House and Senate, see the projection screens. Just a reminder that it will be a no questions format. They have a very long, detailed presentation to get through. My hope is that they can get through it in the time allotted to them. But as we've discussed in several venues, note your questions as they occur to you. You can have a notepad with you or your electronic device if you like. And taking down your questions, moving those to the committees of jurisdiction is your fastest way to get those questions answered. So happy to answer any questions about that, but pretty straightforward. We're just listening to the governor's proposal. Thank you.
Are there any announcements? Senator from Rutland.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Government Operations will meet at 1:30.
Senator from Washington.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Finance will meet at 1:30.
Senator from Washington.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Appropriations will be meeting with the House Appropriations Committee at 2 in the House Appropriations Committee.
Are there any announcements? Senator from Wyndham.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate institutions will meet 15 minutes after the fall of the gavel.
Mr. President,
Senator from Bennington.
the Senate Education Committee will meet at 1:30 in Room 11 for joint hearing with the House Education Committee.
Senator from Windsor.
Last but not least, tonight is the first Farmers Night of 2025. And we are going to begin with a long tradition of our community bands. We have fabulous community bands around the state. And as you all recall, Farmers Night showcases the best of Vermont's talent. And tonight we have the Upper Valley Community Band. It is 7:30. Remember, it's a free concert for an hour. I encourage you to take a break from our busy lives and liberate your minds and hearts to come and join us with usually some fabulous performances. Tonight should be fun. We also have a member, one of our colleagues, the member from Heartland, who plays in the Upper Valley Community Band. Anyway, I encourage you to come and join us. I also encourage you to take a look. I know we're not supposed to show these on the floor, but I'm going to. Our poster, which is on the website. It's a great night for date night for your spouses or partners. And we'd love to have you join us every Wednesday, 7:30 in the House chamber.
We will note that you disobeyed the rules.
It won't be the first time.
Are there any announcements? Seeing none, the senator from Chittenden has moved we adjourn until 1 o'clock, Thursday, January 23rd. Are you ready for the question? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. The ayes have it. We've adjourned till 1 o'clock, Thursday, January 23rd.